Ha, re buile hape re tlo qetella papadi ya setjhaba ba ka ne ya
current campaign and he's suffered an off the field injury, really unfortunate for him. And Aubameyang's day is over.
Yes! Oh! Me. Le ring mo bakal. Makosi le ring. Ut. Me. Yeah. Ima. Ti korre mpotumo fa. Pirates awuna mo. Akuna Sundowns ingata kuma league Zoom la. Anashte. Ay man, katumano tumane Wi-Fi.
Second big chance indeed. And both of them grounded ball at his favorite foot. You see the Goalkeeper stretching with his foot, using his feet rather, and it falls nicely.
Well, true.
right on effect. Mufukeka. Impegirega paka batala basokena. Wela paka iko min college. Wait. Humuli makuto. Aga mufya uya moksolala. Tatis katsake entala dembata. Utata iskatsake entala dembata. 5 snaps, same time. Iyela pake iko min college. Spika pake pulana Daba. Uyatluela lele bola. Bata. Fuga pake uslepe. Inga pake ni mucho kila pake Muremi. Wetzel Chani. Pate boxini. Uyatluela pulana ke Muremi. Uyatsusa asitoni. Mufugila pake Siema. Karabala jelba chige agebel funa mato. Attaque funa mato. Sibili. Bata. Spika pake Porchena. Alneta Bogdanami. 5-8 kukubo eso kwenziwa same time. Yenziwa yela pake College. Muremi. Pake mucho queda pake Usiema. Yalchita che mangia una differenza. Slepe. Frela pake Puchuma. Isa pake mucho frela pake Spinelli. Spika pake Spinelli. Ufunu Puchuma. Pate boxini. Ma Puchuma. Sabe sa pake mufa. Sabe lo como. Yalchita pake mufa. Sabe lo como. Chumela pake pambele kwa goalkeeper pake como. Utia adegwezela pake ikukubo. Ezogazoela pake College nange komba la pake uti ikukubo ezo tigezenziwe. Iyo la pake College. Ikukubo ke eitlano ke zonke ezizokwenzeka ke same time. Iyo la pake College. Butsane ulimwenga wakaba siklodi nala pake masangane baphuma ke ngempela uzokena lapha ke Abdullahi Mariko ke bukele uzokhuluma ukuthi ke owandawonye no Mariko walapha ke kuyo yona ke Orlando Pirates siyabulela Mabele naye ke uzokena siyabulela Mabele uyakena ke naye ukena lapha ke Lefa Khanabo ukena lapha ke Khumulimo Okhoto nalapha ke uLucky Malatsi izo ke iguquko ke zonke ezenziwa ke College. Ilapha ke mufakela lapha ke Orlando Pirates
2-0 Orlando Pirates, guys. 2-0, no? Please like the love. Please like the love.
Ora basebesinda ke ngokulambisa abawulapha ke Open College ama-attempts aphune lapha ke Orlando Pirates akubheke lapha ke on target Open College akhokishe yodwa iyona ke goal attempt ezoqala phansi lapha ke Orlando Pirates nansi update yasethembisa injingiyeza amadoda angangena emdlalweni uyayisusa ke ishow ukamuhelo sibili nakutito ke manje uyofuna lapha ke uMike Mamosha Mosha Sokbajala wetito uyacela lapha ke utito kodwa babuyele emuva belapha ke uSlepe thumela ngaphandle ibhola lakhe uSlepe uzoba ilawo lapha ke Open College
Mira usifakele uMariko ke manje. Mariko. Ay. Ay. Yani dem Butuma out. Talent Mbata out. Yes, baba. Yes. How old were you 14 years ago? That's Billy. Oh, the boy.
bafika ngendawonye naye lapha-ke umariko lo okolando pirates bamlola out-ke kuchipa united umariko lo oku-orbit college wabuya futhi ikolando pirates basebemlola out-ke ku-orbit college la akhona manje nange umariko lo obona-ke esithobeni sakho uyena-ke owalolo kuchipa walolwa-ke futhi naku-orbit college nange ubhuti wakhe-ke abandawonye-ke mbukeli abandawonye-ke mbukeli nje ubabona nje babhekene-ke namhlanje bathi sesoyixoxa endlini bathi sesoyixoxa ekhaya kosikhona ndaba afuna lapha-ke mfukeka emuva lapha-ke usilephe ubuyela-ke kusimo china ayisebela lapha-ke ukamahelo osibilibili qala phasi lapha-ke utito sifika lapha-ke phethe utito maswanganye hlala nosibilibili mosha sokubhadala merry-go round funa lapha-ke i-wallet yena-ke usilephe yenze njani-ke i-wallet iyajika kuya lapha-ke muva labona-ke sipho china nanti ibhodlela liyofuna lapha-ke apholisa thethe kulwana awisa amaphoyisa konakele mntanami jika lapha-ke ngethenda lokusho unomusha kanathenda khona uyihlalele ihambe no-apholisa evidence semahopa ubufakazi usafuna ukungena lapha-ke emdlalweni merry-go round khipha lapha-ke phasa right omarayifetsa phakathi ebhokisini lishayise esandleni uthinta pepe othina pepe umdlalo omuhle awuqhubeke othina pepe umdlalo omuhle awuqhubeke akuphethe ngeshelela ngako ushumekani eshayise lapha-ke esandleni kuhananisane nemvilakazi uyamdlwela lapha-ke mariko kodwa-ke liyadliwa giba silvas lapha-ke evidence mahopa ngaphandle kwesithombe sakho kodwa-ke obuke amathi-ke uzoquka-ke eyakhona dumiso giba emuva-ke lapha-ke sabelo nkomo ugiba ulifaka lapha-ke kunoyo uyofuna lapha-ke emvilakazi apha komariko ziyekeni madoda ezandawonye ningayiphazamisi ningayingeni nayingena bona bazoyiqeda endlini nosala kanje mariko karabo ngeshane uyajikajika ufuna lapha-ke sabelo nkomo phakamisa ukomo uthumela phambili lidla nje kalula udaba mariko akangathola muntu nanti ibhola-ke manje lapha-ke uvilakazi sibheke lapha-ke ibhola le-orbit college bafike lapha-ke phambili uyaliphakamisa uvilakazi sebenzisa sibilibili uyanalolizwa sibilibili 15 minutes to go imzuzu eyishumi nanhlanu namukhuto-ke manje phakathi ebhokisini khuto sibilibili mosha sobhadala esengenile khuto efuna ukaqeda bonke ukhuto othi sibilibili
ningakhohlwa isembelile
aliphakamisa bafaka lapha-ke phakathi ebhokisini mhlawumbe kabi uthi unopepe play-ona apholisa othi uhamba namadoda ezwa kodwa-ke basebemvimba lapha-ke apholisa orlando pirates ilungisa lapha-ke ecameron adansena alungisa lapha-ke make them dance engapha-ke lenkundla kwelapha-ke utito nansi ambulance yasethembisa iyofuna lapha-ke right omarayifetsa mufukeka silephe Mabosha sokota. Mike Mabosha. Sarano Tito. Mike Mabosha futi. Fuori la palla Tito. E poi fuori la palla Siema. A subire lui la palla Simocena. Utwe Matota Mangabe Panini. Izobanda. Utije Mangabe Panini Izobanda. Ono Mpume Izondana. Rachoma na fence. Ufuke. Rachoma na fence. Sarano Apolisa. Tito. Sabela palla bufa. Sabela como. Wino Ronizo viene ancora. Ati Potena. Itishe effetti Potena. Impagazzala Pogabalangeli. Ieri che porta Cisbisi. Uti Pogabamba Tota. Iscazza Spinile. Ieri che Spisi. Apuperace che c'è della Magosciunagane. A Polisa. E di che se la paga un tito. Se la paga Buffa. Usavelo Ongomo. Coach Abdeslam Watu. Uiba bege zanda zombini indodo yeliga. Ufunage muichumela. Rachoma la ifeza. Mufugega. Yashiwe kwa lake. Uyalwela ujaba. Izo poso Fernando Perez wa kurukesha. Abdulaye Marco. Faguira paga o Filagazzi. Ele paga a missão Filagazzi. O time da paga para ele. O time da paga Lakin Malazzi. Filagazzi Futi. Gira. Ma uma sala lá em kona. O negro é badaje. Ele toca na paga bala moyelo. Liakala ke manje liyayiphumela lona. Wakhona baqala ingoma la. Ethi tsamayanga buyelo. Ithi nje tsamayanga buyelo ingoma yakhona. Uyiphumela nje iqeqebana nje kade nizoyibukela umdlalo. Elifake lapha kumfathona ke oyelo. Akulazi ukuthi ke la kuphi. Rachoma effect. Offside. Trying to get his kid to us a show more, yeah? I'm going to take a shit and I'm going to shoot it down here. Suguma Angela Hoto. We have Suguma Apelebaba Masentia. Osesa Kelege Ika Magakuru one of the Peleza. Speaking of Tito, we have Kupu Tito. We are Nathan for another Goalkeeper. Pagare Okuto. O pagare no spinibili na shot. Ilo e fippe chama gioca ma no spinibili. A police. Sarano Tito. A Tito che mangi. Ya basta la pagare multa. E para mesio fra la pagare la smahopa. E a puma la pagare Usavelo como. Schala pagare Okuto che fem passa. Lita c'è caduta con la Perez. Amazon Jones a Jengentala. Mungkin dia pakai ujian Honcho. Siapa? Ecco, fuori da pakai Simocena. Sono io la paghi di Bobby Collegia. Affina la paghi di Kiva. Filagazzi. Malazzi. Esce per la che Malazzi. Recciova la difesa. A Polisa. E a Contesaio. A Polisa. Uno una Fopa. A Fopa.
Cameron dancing bafana. Can you believe it? Fucking yes, man. Don't know what it means, bro. Capito.
ATR medical round. ATR medical round. Abdullah Marco. Umakosha ke mugeni sasa. Umshalo ke mkhulu ke ngendlela ke esimanga. Umshalo wala kwa Mamelo Sundowns. Umlenze wesibili. Wayo lapha ke iCAF Champions League. Befuna lapha ke iStars sesibili. Umshalo ke mzokothulelwa.
Oh!
Yemfijo ibhola lakhe. Yena ke uTito. Sibili. Yena phakathi mufuna ke Slepe. Abdullah Marco. Lapha sifuna lapha ke ibhodlela. Sibeka lapha ke Dion Hoto. Bele phela baba basentia. Siema. Enga phakathi mufuna bele phakathi Slepe. Funeka lapha ke mukela.
Come on. Go. Oh, ele é um super.
Vai na qualidade.
Finagasi.
Oh, yes.
Kiba. Speaking up again. Abdullah Mariko. 2 minutes essay.
Sekuselegangane sizophumelela. Yo sekuselegangane. Yo sekuselegangane. Sekuselegangane sizophumelela. Yo sekuselegangane. Yo sekuselegangane. Sekuselegangane sizophumelela. Yo sekuselegangane. Sekuselegangane sizophumelela. Yo sekuselegangane. Ngane bafo.
Ayishundanye. Spalamane chana mache. Spalamane chana mache. Ufike eNingizimu Afrika. Waqeqeshwa kuyela phake bakubokhalansa. Yamlanda iBorlando Pirates. Yathi iBorlando Pirates woza ngapha. Wafika ngapha. First season.
Wow, dude. You ready, Chesty? Our coach. Sekuselegangane. Actually, not that we come with people for the last time.
Yena kuyophila nenkosi imikhumalo. Uyishaka kodwa.
Yes! Ako nalik ya zoom lah. Ligi ya ola. Ligi ta Orlando. Falarvati. Ligi. Passou. Ligi ya Orlando. Sanchez. Ai. Faça para
yeah, yeah. Ay.
Woman. Woman. Woman.
Ay, the pressure is on you.
Woman.
It's far. The pressure is on you. Ndoko mfambe ndla swa right.
Unale buka 14 years ago wena msha.
Va byele ku ku na league ya Zoom la. Ana va ku hi ta hetisa hi Zoom. A ku na league yo famba hi Zoom la, league ya tirheliwa.
After 14 years. This is what it means.
Hi, smart. I'm just talking about lam nga kona.
Champion!
Hi, makutwa. Aka nandi, aka nandi.
Man of the match. What? Sim president.
Slap. Hey, Ban. All right,
Mchak baba smart. Mina vilele smart. Look, you win so. A very Pirates. Very Gauteng. You win the league. Ba.
Tá bom, smart sharp.
Passou.
All right, sharp.
Ile one.
I'm there this one.
Ile.
It's very surprise.
Smart. Oh.
Bener betul phone pantin. Eh?
Kopi itu nih.
Itu me.
Zoen.
Isso, Leandro.
Como eu falei riba, tu como que? Isso. All right. We are back. Champions. Pagani ayo.
Ivan Khoza.
Late. Ivan Khoza.
Imali.
How did they Ivan Khoza? Ngwana Ivan Khoza, Mpumi Khoza lo.
Mangu shona phela. Awutito. Na ligi famba ku Zoom la. Tirhisa se ligi Zoom. A ligi famba hi Zoom ligi ya tirheli.
Ai what?
Ngo nga renew ya damani.
Renew njani? Utari kona next
That's
season.
what.
Awu.
Decide how many seasons.
Sign 2, sign 3. Next season is going to care.
Ecstasy and agony. Orlando Pirates
Yeah.
won their 10th league title since 1971. They're fifth in the
Hi. Kahle lento ukuthi ngiyibambe le flag ayisangichazi manje.
Seko.
Seyifuna ukugqoka manje.
Seko.
Indeed, and I think
Ay, Shemen, my Shemen. Mpumi Khoza.
doubled off the relegation candidate, but if you look at Orlando Pirates, the amount of work that they've been putting this season, you look at the type of coach as well, the type of style also that they really showed this season. Of course, there was a different style when Coach Ribeiro was in charge for the last 2 seasons, but the
China League is first season ngabo wafana. Comment Gavati da. How do I look? Comment for that Dango, how do I look? Like.
Yeah, well, they have some brilliant graduates over the years from their reserve sides, and congratulations to the youngsters who picked up their title a couple of weeks ago. Now it's the turn of the senior team as we head down Brookside once again. Thank you very much to our commentators once again. That is, as you heard,
Not one of the youngsters picked up the DDC title. Never one of the senior team pick up the Betway Premiership title, the first side in South Africa's top flight to hold both the seniors and the
We are the champions, guys.
The man who's engineered it all is standing right next to me. Coach, understand what you are saying to you. I know it's terribly loud. You can imagine just why it's so loud. The fans are happy. You've given them something they haven't tasted in 14 years. Yeah, I think it's a big moment for all of the community, for the fans.
We are here, campeones! Campeones!
It's a Leandro. Mnyama.
Mnyama. Mnyama bafana
Ikwemlemle.
Mnyama.
Tsambi.
Mnyama bafana
I'm sure you tried no chat.
Yes, and then I'm sorry, the game is so. And I will
I try no do or not. The guns it no do or not.
then to go and the
Just the fit and the draw. Then you should go to you. There's actually not my guess. Eh? My guess. Just Tim later on us cooking this cooking too. Oh, no move, oh, I think I'm not so late. Too not. Oh,
2-0 umbe 2-2.
2-2. Eh, can go 2 not. Escavei.
Este venko. Come and check out going mana. It them win 5 bana. Oh, anda ko grand. Ay. Preparate. Lili zela mabagania asoze saphela mandla asoze sa. Why enter song? You poor quality. Come and check it away. You die 20 and 20. No more longer busy. I take.
Leli zwihela mapalania asozi.
You know the leagues abroad. For me, you already won the league, but now you can see the integrity of the PSL. Everybody is fighting, you know. And
Leon can go on live.
The point that we dropped, it was just fantastic. Trying to win point against us, and my boss did very well. So congratulations to the board of the club. to the shift of our offense, and the credit has to be given to the boys, to my staff, technical staff,
Yo.
analyst staff as well, medical staff, and the
Campione, 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 campione.
it's a day that will stay.
We are the champions.
Tribal and something important. And we have a happy coach. I'm sure you are, coach. I'll let you go for now. Perhaps we're going to have a bit more of a comprehensive chat informally after you continue your celebrations. Thank you so much for your time. Congratulations. Okay, thank you very much. That is Coach Amislav Wadu, champion of the Betway Premiership, guiding Orlando Pirates to their first title since 2012. And in doing so, Orlando Pirates have relegated Auburn College.
Kudama na swi tika ku break at the drought. Ku sungule na.
Thank you very much for your time. How do you see that? It seemed as if for 40, 43, 45 minutes, you were more than able to contend with them today. I think we had a very good first half. Up to down the movement of madness. Where we considered the corner. And we couldn't defend our corner very well there. And I changed the whole halftime talk. Because now we thought at least we push 45 minutes to keep up a quarter and Romabene. Those who are struggling with injuries, so they come and push the game from there. So it changed everything. We came back second half. We considered the main big again. One man down.
Relegation.
And we scored from there.
Relegation.
Straight relegation. Because of Orlando Pirates. Even cover Serenata. NFT.
And compete in the top flight. What would your advice be? For us, because we didn't have a good preseason, we had to go through the playoffs, and when we came back, the league was starting. Now we have to overlap players and they got injuries. So unfortunately, I cannot advise them unless you win this race, so you can have enough rest to play for a good season. So for us, it was everything was right.
I think on goal kasi kasi goal ito
Too
pero true.
long to be played.
Do one player.
Oh, that's about brown envelope.
Little brown envelope. Come on.
Different touches.
No problem. Let them go to the nearest police station
And report. UEFA Champions League.
We're now lifting, guys. We are lifting now, ne? Please like the life there. Please like the life so that we can be more and celebrate. Your name will be remembered. We'll stay on this life forever. This day will be remembered forever. No one can erase this moment. Only me, I can did it, but I won't.
As a result, they've been relegated to the Modebe Foundation Championship. And now, it is going to be that moment where Orlando Pirates Football Club
20 million!
their chair, Kumbumiko's the director of football at Orlando Pirates Football Club. 20 million rand richer are the Buccaneers. We take that and you add onto that the titles and the cups that they won earlier on this season. It has been a profitable 25-26 for Orlando Pirates Football Club.
Ivan Kosa Kulu and the such a Ivan Kosa education.
as this one to Orlando Pirates Football Club. I think this has eluded us for 14 years. The chairman always said nobody remembers number 2. We've come very close to winning it a couple of
What's the
times.
chairman in my?
And I think
Well, impumelelo
better
cause
way
I'm
than doing it the way
cause.
we did it today. It started with making the decision to bring someone who was relatively unknown to South African football into the club, coach Abdeslam Wadi. I think for us it's more about the system, and I think the system has proved that if we can continue in this way in investing in the youth, we'll be able to derive success both locally and on the continent. So that's a bit more than about how Orlando Pirates have done it. 3 seasons in a row you come second, and then a record-breaking
Oh, Evan
campaign for this
Kozile.
football club. Here you are,
Nga ku leri hi lava.
14 years.
Nande.
I think it's a moment
Leri vula babu Ivan cause ai. Eh?
Babu Evan Koza.
Eh?
Babu Evan Koza.
Nga ku leri.
Oh.
We respect the chairman. We respect Babu Ivan cause he's the most respected individual in South African football. In this South African football generation.
Which allows us to be able to look introspectively and see what we do for the next step. Mr. Koza, go on and celebrate. Congratulations, Orlando Pirates Football Club, champions of South Africa once again. Thank you very much. That is so very Koza. And as you heard from him, a lot of credit going
Let's
to
talk
everyone
about
that is
it.
involved
Let's
in
talk
making
about it. Let's talk
decisions
about
at this
it.
football club. We made
Let's
the
talk
decision
about
to,
it.
after 3 years of plenty of success as far as cups are concerned, was Jose Rivero. They made the decision to bring in Abdeslam Wadu. And not only did they win the cups that they've won before, but they ended up winning the cup, the Betway Premiership, for the first time since 2012. Well, thanks, Lottie. Let's relive the moments from this game.
Goalkeeper won it on goal.
After a first half in which Orlando Pirates had struggled
But
to
oh.
stubborn orbits, although the football game had struggled out.
Yes! What a champions, yes.
Celebration, but the last
Yeah.
touch was
Key.
not his. Zabelo
Yeah.
Nkomo touching that into his own nets. Indeed, I think he misjudged the flight of the ball. He went out on his own, and unfortunately able to punch the ball in the back of the net, and especially looking at the time on the clock when they considered that just before halftime, and what they did so well in terms of defending with their lives, denying one of the partners scoring. But this mistake came from Nkomo, allowed other players to leave. Yeah, in fact, that corner came right at the end of the 3 additional minutes at the end of that first half. If they survived the corner, would have gone into the break level, and probably would have been a very different second half if they could have continued to frustrate
Just
Orlando
playing
Pirates.
fun, yo.
Pirates looked far more settled in that second period. It wasn't long before they doubled their advantage, although once again, it's not a Buccaneer who's on the score sheet. It happens to be a former development product of the Buccaneers. Gibo had been tremendous in the first half, but 2 own goals.
Sibangobina ni Chicago itenda Manchester celebrate na Pirates.
Just the way forward,
Yeah.
because he's trying to clear the ball, but it's his right
Sure,
foot. I
sure.
think that bounce, he could have dealt with the ball a little bit better, but once it bounced there, maybe because of also the pressure from Mutum as well, just made things very difficult for him, but then again, hit the back of his own net. And also unfortunate is also looking at it early on into the second half, when you're trying to reestablish yourself in the second half of that game.
Ay,
Truth be told, there wasn't also
Nimele nani video conclusion video in nani. We finish our day. This team is on fire. This team is on fire. Sipoching 21 clean sheet. Ay. Ita ba copyright na natin kala. Huh? Ita ba copyright kala. Music, watch this is.
And there have been some very close calls in the past at the top of the table between those two, and finally it's Pirates have come out trumps. But sad news for Orbit, automatically relegated after Magesi were able to win their final game against Richards Bay.
No Stellenbosch, no Sweden, they got top 8.
Lucky the one.
Yeah.
To stride out across the Bedrock Premiership's black carpet, fitting for his American kind. Yeah, I'm sure the outfit, of course, he knew that there was going to be a black carpet, but this man also, like, he's done so much for a lot of clients, and also to really cement that the fact that they've been trying to...
I'm a total. There's some good and they're gold to be different to be last year.
And this is the trophy that's been eluding him so long. And he is making sure that it is in pristine.
This is number one.
CEO of the Premier Soccer League getting a hearty reception from the players and current staff that have assembled alongside that carpet.
Wow.
A man who came well prepared and certainly well dressed. Market Slagwadu will shortly have one of those draped around his neck. Took over Bruno Gallants towards
One
the
them
last season. In his first
Yeah,
game,
Malaysia.
which beats Orlando Pirates, he probably was on there.
I'll go there. Yeah, but too much of the muscles.
A potential successor for Jose Rivero.
Diano.
What an appointment. He has turned
Oh, I want to be a pirate to Punjab, but now I'm behind the page. Oh, in the bar, go on one, go on another corner. Their coach and then the DC. Goalkeeper coach.
Especially after their match day 2 loss to Marumo Gallants, in which they squandered a lead, and fans must have been thinking, well, this held so much promise, but what are we in for this season? But steady the ship. From that point, they went 12 unbeaten.
Talk about
After their defeat to Marumo Gallants.
The benefit is over, so it's from 8.
During that period, they did crash out of the CAF Champions League, which will be bitterly disappointing for them. But considering how now, season upon season, they've built
Oh, so should be muscles. Na mbata na ene cover man.
What? What is that man na jore question hako?
Ngoni muscles na
Belebe. Oh, vai, amateur.
Ai, escapa de. That's one season. Pocha what's up.
Oh, but
Ai, Dijon.
oh, Mlu.
Shifted back to the incumbent champions. It's down this final stretch.
Marico.
The Brazilians, having been heavily involved in continental action, having to split their focus and make things Pirates themselves slipped up a couple of times over the course of what has been a very impressive 13-game unbeaten run to end the season, but draws against Simonelli and Richards Bay appeared to be particularly damaging, although Sundowns over those very similar periods.
Different things.
What? Leave again. Go random la.
Imagine this a paradise.
Zipelele. Ay, maho.
Manase. Ai, só que nada vai, marrom, cada vez.
Olha.
Agora vamos deixar aqui um babu na cara. Hey. Ai, mama. Pain-landed straight because of Chiefs and Sundowns. Ask kids, okay. Next season, you're not in Zoe, and maybe, yes. How are you?
Passou um pouco.
Just a few moments longer. In 2026, your Betway Premiership winners. The Buccaneers.
Coppola Leon.
The champions! It's time now. It's time for some little brightness. Oh, I will now want somebody to come in life.
Yeah, no one view.
Hi. Why is this?
You take it that skin back on me.
Yeah, life, yeah. Please like the life. Please like the life. Please like the life. Please like the life.
Yeah.
Well, as a man who has won the South African League title before, and actually fittingly as a
Oh,
man
no,
who
it's
missed out
okay.
on the league title so many times before winning it.
Like the
As
life.
many of these Pirates players have. Try and describe the feeling for them. The feeling is indescribable, to be honest with you.
Is that okay, Paul?
But once you lose the first, then you get to understand the importance of
Take.
not every footballer have been given an opportunity to play in a top 5 football will be able to win the league. And the day that I lost the game second against which was the last time for some Sunday Sundowns as well.
Sorry, Cameron. Ask kids.
Oh, my God, it's good. Ah, what's good?
Pain-landed straight Kaizer Chiefs and Sundowns. Goalkeeper of the season.
Second longest wait they've ever had to endure for a league title. They went 18 years without a league title between 1976 and 1994. They've had to wait 14 years this time around. And worth reiterating that this
Ama yena post people Shavin Makayis La Togba
they last won it as they did the season 2011. That have
Siyaxolisa, siyaxolisa.
I can imagine that, you know, so when I was, now when you're talking, I remember my best trophy ever to win as a footballer with the club. It was the league itself. And I was
Nasinda
looking forward to
xivonakala.
it. It's that feeling
Xivona.
you will never win anything because any team that I like is going to win the league. And once you win it, you can
Oh,
feel
yeah,
the
yeah.
Vegas, you know, all the pressure just goes out of your, you know, your body. And for this club, for all the young players, for all the chances that they've taken, also from the coaches, all the pressure that comes in after a successful coach, that many can still say we really was a very successful coach, able to do this for a club that has been, you know, winning a trophy that's been eluding them for 14 years. I'm sure this is very, very special to them. Very, very special, and it took a special effort. It took a record-breaking campaign from an Orlando Pirates perspective. I don't think there's been an instance where they've broken as many of their own club records in a single season. That's the
Too
kind of
much.
results you have to produce when you're competing against the top records.
Right.
Mamelodi Sundowns will try and bring more pride to the country tomorrow. Maybe in Morocco, where they've learned that the Pirates have just claimed the title, I think we're in for something even more spectacular next season, if that is even possible. Many have said this has been the best title race or one of the best seasons in recent memories, and certainly a fitting way to end the season. Especially when we saw that number one and we thought we got professional team. Again, that's one of those things that we actually see that when they talk about who's going to
Ende rava ntomo kwavelelanga la.
say the Pirates are capable of doing that. And
Oh,
they
it's
show
a
the
chain,
intention
bro.
really honest with the system and the type of players that they signed for them to compete in the play. And in truth, they
Yeah.
significantly behind Sundowns,
Kanjani Benfica uveri Club Brugge xiwini league bro.
where they have finished runners-up the last 3 seasons in particular. They did come close in the 2018-19 season. That also went down to the wire, but Sundowns had the advantage on that day. Pirates got a huge victory in typical launch start against Bulawani City, but Sundowns scraped it against Free State Stars. A devastating day for them now 7 years ago. But those memories will be banished in the back of the mind, I'm sure. And
It's a
we
good
would love to
premium.
hear from
Last
some of the
knock on.
protagonists this season. Let's go down pitch side. Razi, who do you have? Thank you once again to our commentators. I've got 3 gentlemen who are part of the new school at Orlando Pirates, the class of 2025-2026 that has taken this football club from challengers to champions. I'm going to start with Oswin Apollos. Oswin, we've had a number of conversations about what it takes to win the Betway Premiership. Come on, please be careful. Come on. We've had a number of conversations about what it takes to win the Betway Premiership. What did it take for this team to go from the disappointment of last weekend to today?
You know, it's all about sacrifice and hard work, and the team did it today, but not just today, I want to congratulate the whole squad, even the players who also understand, they worked hard with us, to be champions today. So I want to say to everyone, the staff, the girls who keep for us, everyone together. I just want to say thank you to everyone.
Kamo, at what stage do you think, as a team, you guys realized, it's possible to win?
Defender Sundowns in the league.
One thing about us, we are united. I think that's why we made it.
And for Ena?
City better studying from Spain, precisely with the Saifuna. So we are believing as a Manchester City, precisely studying the opportunity to start. Let's believe. Zamasa Manchester happy.
Hey, come on, see me. Also, come. A few more questions just to you specifically, because you've been an integral part of everything good about Orlando Pirates this season. We spoke when you guys won one of the cups earlier on in the campaign. You've now landed the biggest fish in the country. How do you feel about your contribution, first and foremost?
First and foremost, I have to give credit, to the team for helping me, and for the club, who signed me at the beginning of the season. I just want to say thank you to the board, thank you for the coach for believing in me, and for my teammates who believed in me, because it's a collective, and we did it together. So I just want to say thank you to everyone.
Next time, play my
And
color,
one more
please.
thing,
Correct.
we want to get it. Our fans, they've been hard on us, but it helped us us, though today, and we managed to be champions. So I just want to say thank you.
Did this like a dapping or I those are go by pay, but I did a room and a one.
Screenshot and layer for the go.
Are on top of you, and it is very difficult. I can only imagine as a professional footballer, especially someone that's still very young. What got you guys as a football club through those moments, and especially in the last couple of weeks where you guys were dropping points, Sundowns dropping points. What kept you guys focused on the prize?
For us, we knew that we have advantage, and we were a little bit disappointed, in our draw last week. But we know that we are good enough, to overcome and score goals, and that's what the boys did today. And like I said, I just want to give credit to the whole team, for the people who are sitting upstairs, the injured ones, we helped them through the season. I just want to say thank you to everyone.
First time in 14 years, this football club is a league champion.
Yes, I think when they signed I think they signed 11 players, our goal was, to win the league. And today we can all be proud, Thank you, like I said, thank you to the board who trusted us, who signed us. And what can I say more, just happy to be a champion.
Congratulations, go on and celebrate. Thank you so much.
Run envelope, goalkeeper scored on goal intentional.
Danko, fully case. If you think that Orlando Pirates bought this game, you can go and report Orlando Pirates at the nearest police station.
Don't let those commenters read. Gosh, what I have now, we paid for 3 own goals.
Yeah.
Such a good
The season where Orlando Pirates lost one of their standout players halfway through the campaign. Because you look at guys that go to Chicago Fire, where
Sinanda maye
Hey, basebenzile abafana. Basebenzile abafana.
A champion indeed.
Oh,
For the first time in 14 years, is going to be replacing Lucky Lecourti as the captain to finally lift the Betway Premier League title. I'm not going to take my time in trying to disturb him because he's having quite the evening with the fans who absolutely love him. He's been making sure throughout the course of particularly that second half that he's imploring them to give them as much support as they possibly can, and that's exactly what they did. Bojela, let me bother you for a bit. Gazi Samnandi Gazi celebrations are going to go on for a long time. Just try and put into words what this means.
Alright, ungenzani ka happiness man.
No, I can't really put it into words,
Ungenzani ka happiness.
particularly after 3 seasons, finishing second behind Mamelodi Sundowns. So then, take us back to pre-season camp. The words that were shared to drive this football club to this particular platform.
It was from the very first goal, we knew we were always second, and we had to close that gap. That was the first step, and for the club to bring in the players that they bought, quality players to add value to what we've been doing, and credit to the guys who are up with us as well. Abombelezeli, Abotekopato, the guys who are part of us, and unfortunately they had to leave in January, but this one goes to them, and the reason I'm sitting here is because these guys never left us, and it's because
I can tell just how emotional you're getting when you're speaking about the fans. They haven't made it easy for you guys. There's been some times when they've asked you guys to be more than what you are, more than what you can give. Just how important have they been really in driving Orlando Pirates back to the top of South African football?
they've been massive, as a family, there'll always be fights here and there, but it's how we move forward, they never left us, I think 70% of the games that we played in Park State.
in the season. How important have they been in, I guess, raising the standard and reminding you
Guys,
guys as well that
I
you guys
can't
can be
believe
better than
we're
you've been in
champions.
the past 3 seasons?
Yeah, they've been massive, you know, psychologically. Whenever we know that going Durban, Cape Town, wherever we go, feel like we're playing at home, you know. And for them, credit for coming out in their numbers. And they've played a massive, massive boost, and they can only go on us from here.
Coach Abdeslam Wadu.
Yeah, they say the myth, you know. Top human being, top coach, you know. It's been a pleasure working with him. You know, he's brought in some elements, you know, which have helped us throughout our game. You can tell the number of clean sheets we've kept and the number of goals we've scored. You know, I think there's been records broken left, right, and center. And, you know, to do it with such a young squad, it speaks volume of this club.
Tell us more about this young squad, because again today, Silepe, man of the match, had a bit of a difficult sort of return last week. A week later, he's the most outstanding player in the game that clinches the title for Orlando Pirates.
Yeah, I think, you know, Selepe is an international player. You know, as young as he is and as young as these boys are, you know, they've been delivering week in, week out. And, you know, to be able to cope in that kind of pressure, to handle the pressure from the supporters, from the media, from everyone, you know, it speaks volumes, and credit to him. What a performance today. You know, and it can only grow from here.
One more question before I let you go. I know you've got some celebration to do. If you look back on the season, I know final whistle was, what, probably half an hour ago? Is there one game that stands out for you where you felt as if, you know what, as a team, we definitely have what it takes to be champions again?
Yeah, there's a couple, you know. But I think the one that stood out for me, it was the one in Richards Bay, where the boys didn't give up, you know. We were always coming from behind, and it wasn't the case most of the season where we've always been leading, you know, and to have that character to say the never die attitude and to score that last minute equalizer, I think that point is what pushes here today.
Fantastic goal. Congratulations once again. Celebrate into the night. You are champions of the Betway Premiership.
Thank you very much.
That is Captain Bodela, the captain that has led this pirate ship into the promised land. They are champions of South Africa once again.
Wonderful catch up with the skipper, terrific human being. We all know what a beautiful singing voice he has. That's why I think why he waited so long to start the interview. Just is enjoying his front row seats at the Modlena concert. I mean, it still bears the nickname that he got when he was playing university football, when he probably couldn't even have dreamed of reaching these heights. One day, emerging through the Lamont for Golden Arrows ranks to eventually earn a transfer with Orlando Pirates. He missed the New Cup finals due to injury, which were hugely demoralizing for him, but he's risen above it all to captain his side to the Premiership title.
And also just the difficulty that was just the captain of Orlando Pirates. We know how difficult it was. And you're looking at today, all this, you know, the trial and tribulation that he went through to find himself in this position. And also the season as well, they didn't start well for him as well, because the captain number was given to Bogas, who later on left him. But yet again, with all the belief that he had to step in, not sulking, stepping into that position role, and really, really help the team to make sure that they keep those type of clean sheets that they really needed.
Well, apparently Rice is getting a little bit better at corralling players to talk to, so he's got someone else now, and we're going to go down back to pitchside. Let's find out who he's chatting to.
Record-breaking Orlando Pirates are champions of South African football once again, and you cannot talk record-breaking in this football club without having a chat with the man standing next to me. He's having a bit too much fun, if you ask me, but hey, who can blame him? He's a Betway Premiership champion, Sipho Chain, 21 clean sheets, just another day in the game for Sipho Chain, really.
We're champions, mama! We're campioni now! Whether you like it or not. We've done it! What's up?
What is amazing? What is amazing?
This is the man. So many things has been said about the boy.
And he knew today would come. It's simply grace. I'd really be lying if I said I'm the hardest worker in the room or the hardest worker in the stadium. Yes, we work hard. But he says it before we start. I'd like to thank God for all the way long.
So many things have been said about the boy, but he stood firm.
When it's tough, when life is life, he's always there.
Today is here.
And it's not by myself. It's not how clever I am. But it's just simply grace. It's just simply grace.
And you've handled that conversation with a lot of grace, and I give you plenty of credit for that. You speak about God knowing what was going to happen today. Did you? And I asked this particularly after last weekend and what happened at Orlando. It just seemed as if there was a lot of air that was sucked out of, especially the fans, as players. What were you thinking coming into this week?
As a group, as everyone around, could say around the club, it's the first time we get ourselves in this situation. And nobody knows how to react. You think you're going to Orlando just because you played so well across the whole season and your best performances come in front of your home crowd, and you can't really settle it down and think of a game of football. And in that moment, as a group, it was tough, but you knew how far we've come. You're wrong, 21.
Just correct them. Just correct them.
They must be. And hey man, last week it's been a long week.
Yeah.
After Saturday, it was a very long week. I felt like the game can be on Monday or Tuesday, right? Because it plays around in your mind. What if? It's normal. And for us to come to drag it to the last day when you don't know what might happen, but we kept believing in ourselves as a group. We kept believing in my next teammate that we'll get it over the line. It wasn't easy, but here we are today as champions.
We are going to talk about you as an individual. I know you want to avoid that conversation, but we simply have to. You're a record breaker. Last question as a team then. 3 seasons, you finished second. What has changed? What changed in the space of basically the last 10 months within this football club for you guys to finally ascend to this position?
The badge requires consistency. Orlando Pirates wants to win. When you come second for the 3rd time and you go into the next season, the aim is always to win. The expectation is not going to go down as a club. What those people require from us isn't going to go down because you have a good heart. It's their livelihood. It's everything to them. And for them, today was 14 years. They needed this. They've been with us, and when it's tough, they fight us. It's normal. They have to, because they love this club, and they've done a lot for this club. And to do it for the 4th season is pretty amazing. Amazing.
I can only imagine. One last question then. You have now joined a very special list and select list of Orlando Pirates goalkeepers to win the Betway Premiership, and you've done it in fantastic style, record-breaking style. I know you want to run away from records, but they seem to come to you. How do you try and conceptualize how your season has gone?
Time for time! No. I don't like speaking about this.
I know you don't, but we simply have to. It's the last time we're speaking to you this season, and you're a champion.
I'll probably understand it sometime next week or next month. I can't fathom it right now. And one of the analysts is showing me this past week that in a season I was 66.6666 times that when Orlando Pirates goes on a pitch, you get a clean sheet. That's a big number. That's a big number. And to think of it, I don't want to dwell there. Fantastic season. Maybe I'll talk about it next week. Maybe I'll talk about it sometime. But I'd like to thank my teammates. I'd like to thank the goalkeeping department. I'd like to thank Melusi. What a teammate. What a brother. See Azaza.
So Ethan, Tyrone, Damon's my coach. Sabonga Ponchan came in. What an amazing group. They pushed me hard. They got the better of me. They made me realize a certain part of myself that I didn't think is there. And for them to always believe in me, season in, season out. It's the 4th season now. And I'd like to thank them big time. This is for them. This is for them. This is for the Orlando Pirates family.
Wonderful, well spoken once again. I know you want to go, Simon. Go on. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
That is Sipho Chain giving credit to pretty much everyone but himself. Record-breaking goalkeeper, record-breaking football club champions of the Betway Premiership for 2025-26.
Well, in this privileged position of ours, in this role that we occupy, we often cross paths with the players and the up-and-comers and the anecdotes that we don't often bring to the commentary box. But I met this guy as a 20-year-old Celtic reserve team goalkeeper. He always used to tell me, it's Chain, not Chaine. And, 4 years ago, he was struggling to get game time at Chippa United. He arrives at Orlando Pirates. He transforms his career, and now he is a record holder in South Africa's top flight. Tremendous season for him. And even though he didn't face that much scrutiny, brilliant player with his feet, and I'm sure and I hope that he'll be touching down at the Benito Juarez International in a few weeks as part of that team. It's been a wonderful day out here at the Bombela Stadium. A huge congratulations to Orlando Pirates finally ending their long league drought as we bid you good night. And in the words of a man that we miss deeply, the late great Phumlani Msibi, we hope you enjoyed the football, for we certainly enjoyed playing it.
Thank you guys for coming and watch along with me. Probably you had fun, I believe, because I had fun. You enjoyed the champions. They've done it. We are the champions. So until next season I'll make sure I'll do more lives at the stadium. I'll do more lives at the stadium next season. I'll be going more on stadium. Yes, of course. This life will live forever. At the park. God.
Unbelievable stuff there from Orlando Pirates, the 2025-2026 Betway Premiership champions. For too long they were the bridesmaids, and now they take all of the glory, all of the honor. But listen.